Hi everyone, welcome to the Celebrity Diaries. Marie Peyton, an eminent American entertainer and vocalist, brags of significant total assets of $4 million brought into the world in Albany, Georgia in August 1950. Peyton has left a huge imprint in media outlets. Her most outstanding depiction comes as Harriet Winslow in the famous television series Family Matters and its forerunner Ideal Outsiders in 1987. Marie Peyton expected the job of Harriet Winslow in the sitcom Wonderful Outsiders, denoting the origin of an extraordinary excursion. 2 years after the fact, the expectation arrived at a crescendo with the declaration of a side project named Family Matters, devoted to investigating Harriet's life in her own relational peculiarities. The show made its presentation in September 1989. At first, it got a charge out of humble achievement. Halfway through the principal season that really characterized the direction of Family Matters, the sitcom flourished for 8 seasons on ABC prior to taking action on CBS for its last season. Regardless of the authority restoration for a 10th season, a surprising bit of destiny prompted the wiping out of the show before creation could begin. Doris MCC, depicting Eddie Winslow in the series, detected the unavoidable end, especially with the change to CBS for its last season. Goodbye highlighted by the piercing verses of a melancholic story in a 2010 meeting with television series finale A Viewpoint on the show's organization change from ABC to CBS, was shared. The meeting underlined the huge effect of virtual entertainment today, recommending that during the progress, the crowd missing the mark on powerful voice, present in the ongoing computerized age, pondering the sitcom's move, one of the key project individuals, Peyton communicated her familiarity with the show's loom. Indecision. She recommended that ABC could have had a similar opinion, prompting the choice to switch networks for its last season. Examining her takeoff before the series closed, Peyton made sense of her choice as a craving for inventive restoration. In the wake of finishing her 8th season, she turned into a free specialist and consented to return momentarily to work with the change to CBS. Peyton reviewed a discussion with Family Matters co-maker Bounce Bowitt featuring her preparation to continue on, regardless of some individuals communicating worries about the show's future without her. In spite of the reservations, she expanded her residency for 2 extra years before finally leaving. She compared her experience to that of a committed cook who, while wanting to prepare, doesn't necessarily in every case need to adhere to making similar sorts of treats. Peyton showed up as Harriet Winslow in the 10th season's Christmas episode named Deck the Shopping Centers. Subsequently, entertainer Judy Ann Sr. expected the job of Harriet, stepping in for Peyton during the last 9 episodes of the series in 2002. She participated in the television Mothers episode of The Most Vulnerable Connection, facilitated by Ann Robinson, where she displayed her mind and charm anyway. Regardless of her earnest attempts, she was the 3rd competitor to be cast a ballot, proceeding with her TV adventures. Peyton and her little girl graced the Mother's Day episode of Language in 2003. They went head-to-head against individual television mother Meredith Baxter and her girl. However, sadly, triumph evaded them as Baxter and her little girl arose victorious. Peyton's adaptability as an entertainer was additionally featured in 2005 when she loaned her voice to the person Sugar Mom in the Glad family film. All through her famous lifetime, Peyton showed up on different TV programs, including Frantic Housewives, Reba Sweetheart's Wanda at Large, Judging Amy Parker's Will and Effortlessness, The Hula's Amazing State of Ecstasy, Moesha, The Jamie Foxx Show, 227 Silver Spoons, Little Marvel, and The New Odd Couple. Furthermore, she assumed a part in the Canadian television miniseries The Fire Up Is Mom in 2005. Peyton co-facilitated the 15th yearly NAACP Theater Grants, closed by Glenn Turman, displaying her contribution and acknowledgement inside the African American diversion local area. In August 2009, she showed up on Meet the Browns as Shirley Van Owen, exhibiting her multi-layered gifts. Peyton wandered into facilitating her own show in the host group. The organization named an additional opportunity with Marie Peyton in 2012. Peyton kept on enrapturing crowds, highlighting in the GMC TV film Unique from this day forward her predictable presence and commitments to the diversion scene. Marie Peyton is getting through Inheritance as a darling and achieved TV character in 2017. The cast of the show met up for a component in amusement. Week after week, they examined Marie Peyton leaving and Judy Ann Sr. joining the cast. Doris McCrow-Hoopson shared his experience acclimating to Peyton's flight, saying no discourtesy to Judy Ann except that I felt like my mother was gone. You realize I went about my business as an entertainer, yet there were simply such countless things that had happened in the background that the crowd wasn't conscious of that they sort of currently closed it down. The meeting shed light on the elements in the background, uncovering the difficulties, looked during advances in the cast. We are truly fortunate to have requested data about the house she claims, and we welcome you to investigate it now in Atlanta. This beguiling house, which was bought by Marie Peyton back in 2002 for a simple $180,000, has encountered a noteworthy expansion in esteem throughout the long term. Today, its assessed worth stands at around $900,000, making it a really momentous venture. I'm certain you'll concur with my crowd that this is all in all an accomplishment arranged in the after Morris Brandon rudimentary region. This alluring home boasts 3 rooms and 2 restrooms. Its complete region ranges a noteworthy 396 feet, giving adequate space to open to residing. One of the highlights of this house is its overflow of normal light, which creates a warm and welcoming climate all through the hardwood floors. Add a bit of polish while the redesigned kitchen and restrooms grandstand current plan and usefulness to upgrade the general tasteful of the house is enhanced with overhauled visual solace lighting adds an upscale and modern touch. After entering, you'll be welcomed by a proper parlor with House of God roofs oozing a feeling of warmth and loftiness. The consistent stream from the family room to the feasting region and nearby office space makes for a strong and utilitarian design. The expert suite is a valid shelter, offers a roomy stroll and wardrobe, a cutting-edge washroom decorated with 2-fold marble vanities and a curiously large shower. The meticulousness and extravagant completions make a peaceful and liberal retreat, the kitchen with advanced and smooth, tasteful elements. Dazzling marble ledges and a wolf ring make it a gourmet expert's fantasy. This culinary sanctuary consistently interfaces with a comfortable family room, ideal for cozy social events and quality time with friends and family for the people who partake in the outside. The sunroom adds an additional aspect to the residing space. It stretches out effortlessly to a patio, giving an optimal spot for facilitating get-togethers or basically partaking in a serene second in the natural air. This home likewise offers common sense and comfort, with a vitally level pantry guaranteeing easy family tasks. Furthermore, adequate storm cellar capacity adds to the usefulness of this agreeable dwelling place. It is realized that Marie Peyton likewise claimed a house in Los Angeles, California, as per freely available reports. She sold the 5-room, 4,274-foot home in January 2003 for $1,200,000. Let us pause for a minute to see the value in the sheer excellence of Marie Peyton's home. Its enamoring charm is genuinely something to see. Wouldn't you concur? Anyway, the story doesn't end there. Past her wonderful acting ability, Marie Peyton has a heart that is basically as kind and warm as her home. For very nearly 20 years, she's been effectively engaged with different beneficent undertakings, especially on the side of the African American population. One of the most striking instances of her generosity happened in 2004, when Peyton left determined to raise assets for Virginia Association College. She actually composed genuine letters to graduated class asking them to give a grades, going from $18 to $186,000, emblematically celebrating the college's establishing year of 1865. This drive embodies her commitment to offering in return and having a significant effect on the causes she holds dear. However, Marie Peyton's liberality doesn't stop there. She has kept on contributing coordinate foundation occasions and proposition relentless help to her alma mater, Albany State College. Even while seeking after her own examinations and building a fruitful vocation, she stays unflinching in her obligation to elevating others and encouraging positive change. Moreover, Peyton broadens her humanitarian endeavors past instructive foundations, supporting various different associations with gifts, regardless of whether they might be more modest in scale. It is this devotion to having an effect no matter what the sum that genuinely separates her and procures our esteem and appreciation. Dear crowd, I welcome you to share your considerations for this exceptional individual like me. I'm certain you find Marie Peyton's magnanimous undertakings really motivating and merit our profound respect. Please pause for a minute to reflect and share your own opinions about this striking lady and her commitments to the local area. Marie Peyton is additionally a part of the regarded Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. Her contribution to this association exhibits her obligation to the local area and sisterhood, lining up with her altruistic undertakings on the individual front. Peyton's excursion through marriage has seen its fair share of highs and lows. Thanks for watching this video.